Good evening. Welcome to Bennington Tonight. Tonight we got a kind of a big panel here, but we'll get us all in. My guest host tonight is Bob Harrington. He's back among the living, and you're going to make
I'm glad to be back.
You're looking good for an old man.
You need somebody to tangle with.
Oh, geez, I know it. Our guests tonight are Stu Hurd, Paul Silverman, Lance Madison, Mike McDonough, and John Goodrich. We'll let you figure out what they all do. This is kind of a quiz show-like thing. You got to figure out what they're going to do. Bob, what would you like to say of interest?
Well,
Throw it right over
we're
to Bob.
talking economic development, I gather.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things, I guess, on the plate that we can talk about. I realize this is election night, and a lot of people are going to be seeing this on the tape rerun. So just let people know that if we kind of refer to the election, and right at the moment as we sit here do this, we have the faintest idea who the president or the governor is when you see this later on. So, which is probably good.
Yes.
It is election night, and we hope we get a few people that will watch us and wait for the returns to come in later. We'll be off the air by 8:30. And again, John Goodrich represents, of course, Mace, but more importantly, maybe Vermont Mill Properties, the old Holden Leonard Mill down on Benmont Avenue. Paul Silverman is Bennington Potters. Mike McDonough is a local architect, president of the Better Bennington Corporation, and he's on the Planning Commission in Bennington. Lance Madison, of course, executive director of Bennington BCIC, Bennington County Industrial Corporation. And, of course, Stuart Hurd, town manager, a man without an assistant these days.
Yes, far. Thank you.
All right, let's. I guess when we talk economic development, it's a minus, but hopefully it'll be a plus. And I guess we have to turn to Lance, or at least I will. And where do we stand with Stanley Tools?
Well, I think the obvious is that it's a huge loss for the whole Bennington area, and in particular Shaftesbury, the town of Shaftesbury, the community of Shaftesbury, to hear the announcement that they're going to be closing this facility that's been there almost 2 centuries. So there's a lot of history and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
What I'm hearing here is if Bennington, for some reason, is having trouble attracting tourists and visitors. And I've never felt that. I mean, I do think we attract. I think if you looked at the numbers over the past 10 years, I'm not sure what the trend is, but we've had some pretty significant numbers.
I think Paul's point is that we need to invest more in that.
Yes, but it's not as if we're suffering
base.
Yeah,
Lance, what you actually contradict yourself, because you've given me 2 themes. I'm saying that we, in this town, if we're going to market something with any kind of reasonable amount of money, we, being the town, as a group, whether it is a mayor or it is the select board, must decide what they want to market. They don't have the choice to pick 2 of them, and if they make a mistake, they've made a mistake.
Carry on a discussion some other time with these gentlemen. They seem like they know what they're talking about. Well, Stu.
Well, thank you.
And Bob, thanks for coming back for a
All
guest
right.
host. You might want to come back.
Much, yeah,
if you
right.
feel,
I'm all right. I'm fine.
if he's not too nasty to me. But talk to you later. Thank you.
Well, we didn't get into much economic development. We got into tourism a lot.
She knows how I deftly change the subject and pass the baton.